All right, so it is October 6th, and we're going to do an update at Mom's house. So on the exterior where we are is we are going to try to make a deal with the city to get get these about 12 feet here, the easement vacated. And what that'll allow is us to build a garage here that comes out about 22 feet, and that's needed because of the setbacks required at the city from the city, coming in. So if the property line is at the edge of the pavement there, we can build a larger garage and then still maintain that 20-foot setback. So let's go in and we'll take a look. Before we do that though, we'll look on the exterior here. So this is a outlet that's going to be powered by a switch in the guest room. The advantage of that is the Christmas lights can plug in there. We've got power stubbed out to the eventual garage right here. There'll be a constant hot in here, and then there's also a leg in there for a switch, so that there'll be lights you can turn on and off with one of the switches here in the entryway. So we'll go show you that. So here's the entryway, here's the switches. This is the carport switch. We still have to install that fixture here in the entryway. So here's the living room. Lights are in the living room. All the wall texture has been done. You can see here it's just got just a little bit of texture to it. Crown molding is in. This corner over here is actually the sample corner, meaning that it is the color that Mom picked out is already here to make sure that she likes it. So this is the entrance of the dining room that's been expanded here, and it's been cased out. Fireplaces will eventually be installed, hopefully sometime this winter. Here's the stain that's all picked out. It's ready for the flooring, who starts in about 2 weeks. And coming into the dining room here, so Mom has a fixture picked out that's going to go here. So we just have an LED temporarily. This is going to be a French door with side lights. This wall over here, this is going to be the dining room cabinets, and we've got a switch right here for the cabinet lights. There'll be 2 switches here, and that's going to control that piece of 14.3 there, and so those will be in the cabinets actually to be able to control the upper and lower cabinet lights. Here's the view off of her back porch. As you all recall, this is my house here, and then we've got this big gully. There's no real yard maintenance to do down there. The exterior has this light and outlet out here. Coming back in, this is now going to be the kitchen, and so there'll be these 3 windows here. The sink is in the middle of that middle window, and so if you think about it, the whole kitchen is going to be centered off of this sink. So here's the sink. It's got a working light over it, and then they'll be able to view out over the backyard. There is another working light over the beverage station over there, and 2 other working lights here over the small countertops here and here. Here's where the range will be, right here. That's the range hood, the range outlet, countertop outlet here. There's the main fridge outlet. Main fridge water is down there. So looking over to here, this is the hallway going back to the entrance. Those are the stairs going downstairs, and this is the hallway going down into Mom's room and the guest room and then the powder room. So coming back into the kitchen and then coming back into here. So this is the pantry in here. So this will be all shelves in the pantry here. As we come back, this is the entrance into the laundry. Remember, we have the small bar over here. This is the entrance into the laundry. There's a sliding door here. Here in the laundry, we do have a window over where the sink is, and then there's the water and drain and outlet for the dryer. So the laundry, we'll walk through the laundry, and this comes into Mom's room here. So she doesn't want a fan. We're just gonna put a cover over that for now. We've got the 4 cans. And as we come into Mom's room, we can see this is the primary bathroom through this large cased opening. That's the entrance there off the hall. This will be the thermostat for the heated floor. So we've already done the floor work here. What we did is we had to build up the floor, put 3/4 plywood down. So we had to cut the joists off underneath. I'll show you that underneath, and put 3/4 plywood down so that when the final mortar and tile are in, it becomes flush with the hardwood floor. So this is the toilet room right here. This will be a cased opening right through here. This is the toilet room. There'll be a cabinet in there, and it'll come up off the floor a little bit right there so dust doesn't get in. That's actually the cabinet right there that's been built, and then that'll just be put in right there, and that'll be extra storage for toilet paper and stuff like that. So here's the bathroom. There's a high window in the bathroom so that you know, the neighbors don't see. Uncertain what's going to become of this once the garage gets put in. Here is the primary shower, and so this is going to be a curbless shower here. So we cut the joists out here as well. The shower pan went in. The backing for the walls have gone in. This is a fan light combo. The switches for the fan light combo are right here, fan and light. Okay, this is the vanity gonna be here. There's lights that she hasn't picked out yet that'll go above there. And the only sink will be here. And then this section will be a lower section where she can sit and do makeup. This is the closet. Closet is in here. There's a dedicated outlet right here for the iron. So walking back out, as we walk down the main hall, okay, the powder room is here off to our left. So single light fixture in the powder room. We decided not to put any vents in here as the venting is really for moisture, not odors. Vanity will be here. Toilet here. Across the hall is the guest room. So in the guest room, we just have a light, no fan, but it is wired for a fan if she ever wants to have that. This is where the new entrance to the attic is, since we took it out of the hallway. So new attic stairs, and in the attic, we can see, hopefully it's not too dark, we can see we have all new insulation up here. It's been totally filled with insulation. The new HVAC unit is back there. I'm not going to crawl up there right now, but the new HVAC unit's installed and there's fresh insulation everywhere. Okay, so coming back down, this is the guest closet here. Guest closet. Okay, walking back out. So HVAC return is here. We'll get a white filter for that so it's not blue. Hallway lights. We still have to put 2 more of these hallway lights in, and then one of these is the smoke detector. But this will be a chandelier right here. We'll put a temporary work light in while we're working, just to kind of light up this area. Switches are here, and that'll be a temporary light for now. We don't want to get the chandelier all dirty. Okay, so now coming down into the basement. So the basement, as you come down, looks out over the backyard. As you look to your left here, this is what we're calling the nook. There's actually going to be just a dry bar over there. It's not going to be wet, but there'll be a little area back there for a refrigerator and snacks. This is the den area here. There'll be a fireplace insert down here as well, and it's not been decided yet what Mom's going to do with the tile, so we've just trimmed it out right now. So she hasn't decided what she's doing yet with the brick. Both the fireplaces are already stubbed out for both power and gas as requested by the insert installers. So now as we look this way, we're looking into the back part of the basement. So here's the hallway as we come into the back of the basement. And this will be the guest room to the right. And then this is the bathroom to the left. So here's the bathroom. We've got the double vanities. I think it actually looks pretty good, even though we had to box out some areas for the HVAC. So pretty pleased with the lighting in here. Now this is another cased opening here. You can see we've done this a couple times where there's not separate openings into the shower area. Here is the toilet area, the toilet room. So it does have its own door. So as you come in here, it'll have its own door. Some of the color of the lights is off a little bit. These are up at 5K, and we're gonna bring everything down to 3000K for the whole house. So here is the shower, 60-inch by 32-inch shower. It's got an overhead shower light, and this was deliberately, as you can see, off center a bit. And that makes it, because when you're actually gonna stand, the water is gonna kind of fall here, and you'll actually stand here, and so that's why the light is brought back a little bit. We do have the exhaust fan. It's gonna go here on the wall. The reasons for this were complex, but they basically had to do with the fact that the central spine of the house is right here along this wall, and the venting to get out would have had to go through there, and instead we're going to run it far and out. I'll show you how we're going to do that. But here's the downstairs HVAC. This is all electrical downstairs. The upstairs is gas. This is all electrical down here. But two returns, one here in the hallway, and then the second one you can see is going to come into this room here. Just because of how the orientation of the HVAC was, there had to be a second return. So here's the second return. This is in the second guest bedroom. This is going to be a big guest bedroom down here. It'll fit a king bed or two smaller beds. It's got the closets here on the end, as you can see. Closets here. One little snafu with the wiring. We came up here and found these wires that didn't go to anything and are unclear if this was just a error that the wire goes back and forth between the two, or if this is some other run that got cut. But so far it is a mystery. So this is looking back now into the basement bedroom. Here's the water shut off for the exterior spigot. Here's a required clean out, and both of these, that'll be behind a bedside table, and that'll be behind another piece of furniture, probably the bed. This bulkhead here was for the HVAC that has to go into the other room there. So second closet in this room is right here. This is a small closet underneath the stairs, and it's got its own, just a simple switch, simple light. As we go into the utility room, so here we are in the utility room. So a lot of work being done right here. This is underneath Mom's bathroom, and so you can see that's the new subfloor components that we put in. That is the support for those, and it's got several holes cut in. We have the structural engineer coming out next week to see whether or not we need to actually sister any of these joists or if they're going to be fine as they are. Here is the downstairs HVAC unit. That's the extra return that comes right through here. The insulation, obviously we'll put back once we're done. The hot water heater we actually kept from the previous owners, just repositioned it. It still needs to be hooked up. Obviously, here's the new electrical panel that Trey and Brian built, this whole thing. Here's the gas coming in, the 1 1/4 inch coming in. Kind of interesting here, they used these press fittings on the gas. Hadn't seen those before. Came out with a very fancy, expensive machine to do that. So this is the venting situation from the bathroom down here that I was explaining earlier. The vent will come right here, and we actually have a booster fan that will go with it, and because it's going to be a long run as it comes across here and then down and out. I'm actually going to repurpose some of this 5-inch vent that we have. We actually have a whole pile of it underneath this insulation, so that there's lower resistance, because it's got to make it all the way across from here, all the way across and down. And that's going to be a very last item, certainly after we're done with all the work here underneath at the floor. So that's it. That's where we are with Mom's house. It's coming along pretty nice. The bathroom, as you can see upstairs, is getting done right now. Next week, the painters are going to come and they're going to prime everything. So they're going to, fill all these nail holes and prime everything everywhere. Once they're done priming, the floor guys are coming in the 3rd week of October. They're going to come and they're going to do all the floors. And once they are done doing all the floors, they'll put down the stain, and then they'll put down 2 or 3 coats of poly. And the rationale for that is that once you have that, the painters come back and do the final paint, and then the house is done, ready for cabinets, windows, and then the last couple of items. So there's the homeowner on this Friday afternoon. How do you feel about the project so far?
Oh, I feel good. Really good.
Good. All right. Thanks for watching.